Just having that Monrovia, Liberia on top of my locker is just something that empowers me. And it's like a constant reminder for me not to get comfortable. There's always work to be done, there's always work ahead. And every day I come in, just looking at it and just remembering where I came from and where I want to be. I was born in Liberia. It's on the west coast of Africa. It was nice as far as like my very first memories. I can remember being very nice, quiet. I remember it was like after my mom's graduation, like after she went back to college and graduated, we were having like a party, and that's when we started hearing bullets. And we started getting word that there was a war, there's another war that had broken out in the country, a civil war. It was a really tough time, going from celebrating my mom's graduation to getting ready to evacuate and just leave. In the process of leaving and packing and stuff, I ended up following my aunt to like a different city. So me and my mom were separated. And if you know me, you know that me and my mom has been together like throughout my whole life. She's like my backbone, she's everything, So it was very hard being separated from my mom, but my aunt took great care of me throughout the war, seeing a lot of things a kid shouldn't see at an early age. I said the dead bodies on the street was definitely the hardest. Remember, we had to cross this swamp. Oh man, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Crossing that swamp, seeing a lot of dead bodies just floating, and there was a lot of child soldiers. I was lucky and fortunate not to be one of them because it could have easily been me. It was just a very tough time for my country, man. Like, to today, we're still recovering. But being separated from my mom during that time period was the hardest hardship I've ever been in, even until today, After the war, me and my mom were able to reunite. That was another blessing because a lot of kids didn't get that privilege, Didn't get to see their parents and stuff after the war, so it's really a blessing, man. It's really a blessing. When people talk about America, when you're in Liberia, it's like heaven, They say stuff like the streets are made of gold and like snow tastes like ice cream and stuff. So I got here in like January in Boston. It was like a blizzard. The very first thing I did was like grab a handful of snow and try to eat it. Try to see if that really tasted like ice cream. I was 12 when I came here. As we drove from Boston back to Lowell, Massachusetts, where I live, it was like a realization that, it wasn't made of gold, but it was way better than where I came from, Coming to America was amazing. It was like, I'm finally going to somewhere where it's peaceful and you can fulfill your full potential and what you want to do. So I started playing football about my senior year in high school, really. I didn't really have the grades or the skills to pursue football at a Division I level. So I found a school in Mississippi called Coahoma. They had limited scholarship for out-of-staters, so they didn't put me on scholarship, and that meant that I couldn't play. I took my talents elsewhere to Virginia, Minnesota. I really became the football player I am today. It was in, Virginia, Minnesota when it all just came together. Everything I learned in Mississippi and all the hard work I had put in. I ended up being first team JUCO All-American, had a bunch of different accolades, and not too long after Maryland came about. I remember when I first got to Maryland with my mom, from the moment we stepped on campus, the campus, the environment, the atmosphere it was marvelous, I felt like this is the place for me. My mom, she had to pay my whole tuition out of pocket of JUCO, and it just showed the love and support that she, always had for me, and she always had my back. So coming here, after I promised her that she wouldn't have to pay for college, when I finally got here, it was a big relief.
And they're going to hit him and drop him all the way back. Sam Okwano and sack. Sam Okwano makes the stop.
Playing football is like you're part of something larger, bigger than yourself. It's more than the X's and O's, you know. It's like it goes beyond that, like on and off the field. And like I didn't really fully understand that till I got here, really. You know, like just being a part of the football culture and stuff. Maryland's helped me like day by day get better. That 1%, you know, having people like around you, pushing you. Me being in the position I am, like an older person, like a leader, you know, that also has like its own like motivational purposes too. Like you want to inspire them too to push the culture to get better.
Game time, baby. It worked, boy. It's game time, man.
Whatever culture that I was in, you know, from Liberia to Lowell, Massachusetts to Mississippi to Minnesota to here, you know, all that just plays a major role into helping me get ready for the next level.